Yes. Right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Let's see how it sounds. This should sound good. LOL. Alright. Alright. Let's see how it looks actually. Let's see how it looks. Cut. So over here, and you're over there. Alright. Let's zoom. Sounds terrible. Oh my god. Alright, let's go back to doing this fucking search and shit. Just kidding. We already applied to a couple jobs today. Alright. Listen. Right now we're working on a challenge for GameStop. We borrowed some money and we bought Pokemon cards and other trading cards and we sold them. Can you hear me? And we sold them to buy 3 GameStop shares. And other things too. And so my volume is quite loud, it seems. I don't want my volume to be too loud. Okay, I think that's better. I think I'm hearable. So we have the microphone here, and we were playing the piano before. Okay. I was doing this. I have to add to stuff. For this stuff, this would only be, I don't know why I would need all that stuff. It would just really not be too necessary. So I wouldn't really want that stuff either. Right now, I will add to these and I will redo them. I will redo them and nobody needs to copy me with my goals in life. Okay. Now let's see if I do this. Hold on. Alright. There we go. So is the perfect time for me to see how this recording will be. I don't like going live. I don't like talking too much. It's easy to be misunderstood if you talk a lot, is my opinion. And that's why I prefer not to be misunderstood. So I have not the best speaking skills, let's say. I have pretty good speaking skills. I don't know what this stuff is. All I know is GameStop is at a good price, and I like it. I like it here. I liked it back in. I liked it here. I was looking at the stock here in December of 2020. This was my first stock I ever seen do something like this. Here. Nearly a rocket. A rocket right there. And at the same time, I guess retail was making a comeback from something we don't talk about anymore, so that everybody seems to forget. Now if you wear a mask in public, it's like, whoa. So even in the hospital, I was in the hospital the other day, and I felt like even I was scaring people by wearing a mask. Maybe they thought I was sick. So I just try and be a little funny. So anyway, so I was looking at this stock with somebody who's really close to me. They passed away. And back then, I thought the stock was worth $60 or something. Or basically, it's at a way, $60 would be a way lower number than it is now because of it did a split. So a split is like supposedly better than a reverse split. Stock split. A reverse split is usually when the stock's going down, the company does a reverse split to keep it above $1 to stay on the stock exchange. Each share is divided into multiple new ones. So if the stock's going up and the price goes too high, sometimes they do a split to make the price more attractive for buyers. Before there was fractional shares, before there was Bitcoin and all that stuff, kind of creating the demand for fractional shares. It seems to be moving upwards. I don't know what to say other than that. Some of these companies are getting into AI and things, and I don't understand all that stuff. So this company has a huge dividend, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do if I were to make a bunch of money. And if I was an investor, all I know is I have my YouTube channel here, and these are some people I watch. This one's a DJ. This one helps me understand stocks more. This one is a producer. This one's a producer. This one is a trader, stock trader. This one is a beat maker, and I guess they have people send them dance moves. I love the dance moves. And then this is a beat maker from this community that I'm in school. And then this is another producer who produces in Logic, and they teach you how to make popular songs. So I'm here in this producer community. This is the VIP. It's about $30 a month, and I think it's absolutely worth it for me because it gives me some like inspiration, you know. So I'm in that. I'm invested in that, and then I'm investing in my fitness and documenting it. And my goals are, I want to be able to dunk and do backflips, possibly. I'm not able to do that. I think I could do that now. If I have the right training, I think. Gotta practice it. I need a bigger room to do that. I think would be better, safer. I wish I had a big room. It would. I don't know. I'll do it. I can. Oh, I did 19 minutes of exercise today. I have to post it still. And I'm not the greatest public speaker. I've been having fun making these shorts and putting music in the background. And just kind of posting these funny memes. GIF memes, I guess they call them. GIF memes. And yeah, I mean, that's for the most part. So everybody, I wish you the best. I really do. I don't know what to say. You know, I got $100,000 challenge here. I had started with $3,000 in assets. Luckily, I have $0 in rent and food costs, basically. And so I am taking care of someone, and they do help me with some of that stuff occasionally. If I do work on the house and things like that. So thank God I have that on my side. So I have $3,000, and I have about a year of experience trading in a simulator on Webull. And so what I've done is I've used a credit card with 0 APR to buy trading cards, and I decided to sell them because I noticed there was an opportunity to buy GameStop shares and start a position towards GameStop possibly going up significantly in the next few months. If it doesn't go up significantly in the next 2 months, I will likely change this entire position into GameStop shares just so I could be a little bit more safe since this is borrowed money. However, this is equivalent to about $14,000 USD currently. The price of Bitcoin is about $106,000. Recently, Bitcoin went to 98, and I suspect that GameStop may have bought some. I don't know. Nobody knows. However, it still gives their 4,710 BTC. There's that 710. If you put 710 upside down, 710, you spell oil. So that's good for GameStop. And I think that's going to make them go to a very high number for some reason. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm only going to make this video once. I like making music. I don't know much about stocks. I know how to buy things at a deal and get a deal when I sell them. If I can't get my money back, I just sell everything, you know? So yeah, I mean, everybody has a Bitcoin story, so let me give you my Bitcoin story. So my Bitcoin story, I heard about Bitcoin in 2013. So I heard about Bitcoin in 2013, and I mentioned it to a few people. They seem interested. They seem like they already knew about it. They seem like they already bought some. Kind of, you know what I mean? To the people I was talking with. And so I didn't really think much of it because it wasn't like they were gonna guide me to buy some, or the only way to buy some at the time was like from these websites online. I hadn't really bought many things online then. Amazon wasn't too big then, was it? It was starting. It was starting to get popular. eBay was bigger, I think, at the time, or they were pretty similar. So I hear about Bitcoin. I'm in the city in 2015, and I'm working at this firm next to Wall Street. It's a construction firm. I'm getting $16 an hour at the time. And that was much more than $7 an hour working at the gym just a few years before at my first job in 2012. I wasn't working there for long though. And the other jobs I had working construction and things of that nature, delivery jobs and all that. So I'm getting $16 an hour, and I had money in my pocket. And I remember there was a guy at work, and he had way more money than me in his pocket since he got paid way more. He had a bunch of hundreds in his pocket, and I said, why do you have all that money? He said, just in case I want to buy something. It's like, what would you want to buy in the city? And so I would get bacon, egg, and cheeses from this guy named Hash. And what else happened? He would call me Hash because I'd always get hash browns. And then there was this person saying something about Segway at work, Segway, something about Segway. And there was a Bitcoin ATM store on Wall Street. I'll give you an example on the map here. Bitcoin ATM store, or Bitcoin, no, I'll give you Wall Street. Wall Street. So there was a Bitcoin store, and they were having a party. And my cousin was in town, and I took him there to the Bitcoin store right there on Wall Street. Right here on Broad Street, that's where I was working. So I was working at 50 Broad Street, and then there was like a Bitcoin store right over here somewhere next to the Hermes store. Hermes. So I think a lot of people, their entry price is under $1,000 if you knew about it. Which is, I mean, 100x is good. It's great. It's excellent. It's hard to come by. And in the world of buying and selling things, if you don't have a bunch of money, it's hard to just hold it and hold it and hold it. Especially if you need the money. So anyway, so where was it? It was somewhere around here. So here's Broad Street, here's New Street, and then Beaver Street. Okay, so here's the exchange. So the exchange is here. So this is kind of where it was from what I remember. Or it was across the street. Hold on. Broad Street. So anyway, so somewhere here there was like a Bitcoin store, and they were celebrating they were going to put ATMs around the city. Then the next year the ATMs got banned from the city. Then I think Gemini, they stuck around, and somehow they became able to continue their business. And that was great. And then they just recently became public on the exchange. That was great for crypto. A lot of great things happened for crypto. And back in the day, there used to be 18% interest rates. So you could just open up a savings account and just save money, and you would just get 18%. Now you can't really do that. So everybody's trying to find a way to save money in an efficient way. So people are utilizing Bitcoin in this matter, supposedly. Some companies are even creating companies and just buying Bitcoin. Some of them have been getting beaten up because they're borrowing money to buy the Bitcoin. And this chart, I don't know if it's accurate because the market cap hasn't really changed much. It's like very confusing. So all these stocks, it's very confusing. Before you could just save $1 and get 18%, supposedly. However, if you wanted to buy a house, you would have to pay 18%. However, the houses were much more affordable, and I bet you the property taxes were way less. So there's a bunch of factors going on. So right now, It is Monday, November 10th. GameStop's at 21.50. No, it's not 21.50. It's 22 something. Okay, GameStop is under $25. That's good. So here's my notes. So right now we have 14,000 in stocks, 16,000 in debt, and about $1,000 in the bank, and about $3,000 in other assets. Okay. And we have about a year to pay back $16,000. So we're looking for jobs. I mean, we're learning how to play the piano, doing all sorts of stuff. So that's really it for this show. PRS. Is this number 20? Maybe we'll watch an exercise video real quick. Maybe we'll go do some exercise. Also, I feel like AI is going to take my voice now. And I want to make music, so I better not speak too much, so that way I can own my voice. Anything I say is what I say. You know? I like AI though. I do like AI. I have no issues. I want to be able to make music with AI. I think it's gonna help a lot of people be able to make music who won't have access to making music, because producers are very expensive, engineers are very expensive, and the software is expensive. So it's $200 for FL Studio, and I'm waiting for a deal so I could get the Black Friday deal. You know, Black Friday, FL Studio. So I had bought this stock here, and I thought after it was denied, something happened, so it went all the way down. I bought it here, and then I sold it here. And I actually added before I sold. So I added the day before, and then I sold the next day. So if I just, and I bought GameStop, I bought the GameStop ETF, GMEU. And so if I had just diamond handed, if I had just added, I did add, if I had just diamond handed, I would have likely got all the money I put in back. So, you know what I did? Just to remind myself, when I seen it at $4, I bought a few shares, and then I sold it for a few bucks gain. And I kept one just to remind myself of the loss. That was MSOX. So here we are. I don't know where GameStop will go from here. Nobody really knows. From Friday, since GameStop has some Bitcoin and it went down, I guess it went down too. Nobody knows why stocks go up and down. I guess it's whatever somebody's willing to pay for the last share. Or short. I wouldn't short a stock, because if it goes up 10 times, then I gotta pay 10 times back. Yeah, I could make a little bit of money, but I don't know. I don't want to take the risk. So Bitcoin, so this was where it was at on Friday. So I don't know. It could go down. It could go down. Did it go down before? And then Gemini. It's sad to see that. I have a card with Gemini, actually. I like Gemini. Look at what happened with Robinhood. It was like $10. I'm hungry. I want to go for a run. I don't want to keep talking. I don't think I'm the smartest person. People think because of my voice that I'm arrogant. I'm from New York. Listen, I don't want to bother anybody. I want everybody to live a peaceful life. I want everybody to make money. I want everyone to be happy. I want to be better at music. I want to perform at the Super Bowl. I want to go on tour. I want to enjoy my life. I need money to do these things. And so I hope everybody has a great day. And I'm going to continue my challenge to get to 100K from 3,000. And I'm in my 30s, so I feel like I'm behind. I don't have a house. Both my parents' taxes, that one of them has 2 houses, one of them has 1 house. In this area, in this tri-state area, my mom's tax bill is over $20,000. I don't think that's fair. In other states, it's $2,000 for the same house. They say, "Oh, why don't you just sell your house?" We lived there our whole lives. Why don't people just agree that high taxes on people who can't afford it isn't fair? You know, I'm stressed. I'm over here borrowing money, trying to make money. When I'm injured, I'm still looking for a job. When I'm injured, I'm still working a job. When I'm hurt, you know, I'm still doing things when I'm in pain. And I don't want anyone to be in pain. I remember the days I used to not be in pain. And I think about those days and how I used to exercise, and I'm trying to exercise like that. I'm trying to have the best form I can, and I'm trying to go back to the way I was and even better, with all the wisdom I have now, with all the strength I have now, and to continue growing as a person. And I don't need to go and give everybody my life story online for free. That's something that you got to really think about. You got to really put it into the right words to make it make sense, so that people really get something from it. So, you know, I'm just wishing everybody the best. Really, I'm super hungry. Yeah, that's enough stocks. Let's go back to the piano. We'll play the piano a little bit. Go back to the piano here. We'll finish it. Finish strong. Alright, and I don't think I'm going to add to the position. I don't have the phone sad. And I don't think I even need to add for it to matter. So I got this MIDI controller and I spilled coffee on it, and then I cleaned it right after with water, and it works perfectly fine. I dried it, and life is good now. Life is very good. Modern classic. Okay, bass up, treble down, decay, release. What's that do? Whoa. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Here Okay, let's just take a second. One time, this just happened. Actually, you know what? Never mind. And then I feel bad for anybody in this stock, you know. A lot of debt. It, I don't know if this stock will make it, so I'm just going to remove them from the list. So I don't know. You know, I was buying this, so my, let's talk about this, okay? I was buying this here. Alright, so I'm going to finish with that. That's all. Alright, I wish everybody the best. You know, let's just finish the song here. W's in the chat. Everybody, W's in the chat. I don't know if I'll do another one of these. Alright. And I don't think I'm gonna hold every share I buy either. I might sell some. I need the money, like I said. You know, there's nothing wrong with paying yourself. Alright, everybody. Have a great morning. Have a great start of your